Get ready for the battle of the big guns.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series. Tonight, from Memphis, Tennessee, at the Mid South Coliseum, the best of the four-wheel drive trucks, the two-wheel drive trucks, and the dragster tractors pull on this 160-foot course. It's a tremendous horsepower show. We hope you enjoy the action, and we're all ready to go now on the TNT Redman Pulling Circuit. Hi, everybody, I'm Dave Grimm, and it's an exciting competition. We hope you enjoy it. And now let's go to the action right now.
It's been a night of super tough competition in the 4x4 class, with only 3 teams left to pull. First up will be James Hamilton in Gone Bananas. Let's see what he can do. .67 feet is good enough to take the lead, but Gone Bananas will have to hold off 2 more challengers to win it. Here's Charlie Lowe in Killer 2 out of Palm Beach, Florida. Killer is running in top form this weekend. .52.78 feet. That run takes the lead by a good 3 feet. It's going to come right down to the wire in this 4x4 showdown. Tony Osteen in the Georgia Rebel will be the final puller in the class. The Georgia Rebel wins it on the last run, coming within a few inches of a full pull. Over to Dave at trackside.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner here tonight, Tony Osteen. And Tony, when we talked the last time, there was 1 truck left to run, and I know you were feeling awful confident.
Well, I thought I had a real good run.
Well, you ran smooth. You didn't have as much speed as some of the other guys, but you got locked into the track.
Well, that's what you have to do on these indoor tracks. You have to stay hooked up.
Now, on a short track, do you drive any differently than you would on an outdoor 300-foot track?
Certainly.
And what would you do differently?
Well, it just takes a lot of different driving skills.
Well, we say congratulations once again, ladies and gentlemen, you folks here in Memphis. Give him another big warm welcome to Western Tennessee. Your winner, Tony Osteen out of West Green, Georgia. The winner with the Georgia Rebel.
Now we go over to the 2-wheel drive pull-off. Here's Dave.
2-wheel drive super modifieds are a little different than the 4-wheel drive truck. In the 4-wheel drive truck category, they run an injected alcohol engine. But when we go to the 2-wheel drive super modifieds, these are the supercharged engines. They'll make a lot of noise, and they're very popular on the Redman TNT circuit. Well, let's go to the action right now.
What a night it has been for the 2-wheel drive trucks here in Memphis. 7 teams have gone the full distance to make it into the pull-off. Mike Stowe made a killer run with Mad Dog that set the pace for the rest of the class. That was just one of the fantastic full pulls that set up the unprecedented 7-way pull-off. It seemed everyone in the class was going to take it the distance by the time Jesse Pendleton took off in rough cut. Again, the vintage rig nailed it for a full pull to secure a place in the next round. The last puller in the class, Chuck Chitwood in fast forward, seemed to be a shoe-in. But Lady Luck had another idea. Lady Luck kept the 4-wheel master from Lafayette, Tennessee, from joining the others in the pull-off.
We go to the pull-off now. We have 7 trucks that made it in the first round of competition that now go into the extra round, the pull-off round. Our sled operator is Ollie Schaefer. And Ollie, what will you change on the sled as we go into the pull-off?
Well, we went up 2 gears. Last night we went up 1 and caught him just fine, so we made sure we'd go catch him right and went up 2.
That means now that the weight box will be coming up the sled a little bit faster.
That's right. The box moves up faster, and every gear we shift up. We went up 2 gears and thought sure we had him, and he still did it.
All right, let's go to the action right now. They've added more weight to the weight transfer machine. The weight box will come up a little faster this time. We have 7 in the pull-off, and here comes Jim Lyons out of Louisville, Kentucky with the Stitches. And he makes another fall pull! Another fall pull! He's got tremendous horsepower tonight. And this GMC with the Rodak engine just tearing up the track. Let's hear it for him, everybody. That's 2 full poles. Jim, I'll tell you, they heavied up the sled. Nobody was expecting you to take it all the way. And another full pole. Congratulations.
Dave, we just had a good shot, and I drove it right, and it was hooked perfect, and made a perfect run.
Do you think the track is getting better now from your earlier run to this pull?
No, sir, because I changed no weight.
You changed no weight? Boy, you got locked in.
I understand it. I did real good. I was real proud of that run.
Oh, I tell you, he takes a commanding lead here now, making 2 full poles in the 2-wheel drive Super Modified. Let's go to our next truck.
2 incredible full pulls by Jim Lyons. That will be a tough act to follow for Mike Stowe.
Here comes Bad Dog, Mike Stowe out of Warrenton, Georgia.
Unbelievable. Bad Dog takes the sled out of here to send this one into a double overtime. The 2-wheel drives are smoking in Memphis.
Tennessee. We already have 2 trucks tied for the lead here in the second round of competition. We're in the pull-off right now.
Next up will be Lindy Alexander and Black Sheep. From here on out, it takes a full pull to stay alive.
All right, you can hear that engine breaking up. The engine was breaking up with the Black Sheep, Alexander Farms out of Weiner, Arkansas.
These trucks are really being put to the test tonight, and the pit crews are working feverishly to keep them in top shape. This is George Milligan, who went from a successful pro football career to follow his true love, truck and tractor pulling. He's up next, and Dave's with him at trackside.
Pulling hasn't been entirely a part of your career. You've done some other things, especially athletically. What happened?
Well, I went to Indiana University, and I graduated with a degree in physical education and coaching. And from then I went to the Oilers, and then I was put on waivers from there.
Now, we're talking the Houston Oilers in the National Football League.
Correct. And then I went to Jacksonville Bulls, which is in the USFL. And then they worked a deal and traded me to Tampa Bay, and I got a contract with them. Then I ended up breaking my hand down in Tampa Bay. So now I'm back home tractor pulling.
Well, now, is this a full-time profession for you?
Well, I got a job back home, but I'm really kind of considering after this week what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about going ahead and being a full-time truck puller. Things are looking up for me, and getting some more help from some sponsors. And so probably maybe a month I'll be a professional truck puller full-time.
How does pulling compare to football?
There's nothing like it. I mean, as far as truck pulling, there's nothing like it because there's nothing more I enjoy. I mean, I enjoy football, but truck and tractor pulling is where my heart is, and that's what I love, and that's what I'll do until I die.
Well, a lot of horsepower, whether you're out on the football field or out on the pulling track. Thanks, George.
Thank you, Dave.
George Milligan from Evansville, Indiana. He made a great run the first time. He said, I'm going to move one 100-pound weight forward to balance the car a little bit better. He'd like to make another full pull. Bad Dog and Stitches are tied for the lead in the second round of competition. We don't see a double pull-off very often, but we've got one going right now. George Milligan is lined it up in the center of the track. Here he comes. It looks like he broke a blower belt. It looks like he broke a blower belt. We can see that blower belt hanging down in the front.
Pieces of George Milligan's IROC and roll engine are scattered all over the track.
Here comes Wayne Pendleton now with the Diamond T truck, 1935 vintage. We still only have 2 full pulls yet. It's going to take tremendous run to tie the top pullers, Stitches and Bad Dog. And look at Rough Cut go.
152.57 feet for Rough Cut.
George Milligan, you had a good run going. You came off the line real smooth. What happened?
Well, the bottom pulley on the blower broke. Here it is in about 12, 15 pieces. I never seen it happen before. It's the first time it ever happened. So I guess we'll try to go back and fix it tonight and be back tomorrow.
It just disintegrated.
Yeah, it's in about 15 pieces here. Looks like it just blew up.
2 teams are left with a chance to make it into the double pull-off. Up now is David Poore in Cool Papa. He knows what he has to do, but can he take it the distance one more time?
David Poore. He's going to come up short.
A good run for David Poore in Cool Papa, but not the full pull he needed to stay alive. Richard Whisenant and Hotshot are the last team with a chance at the next round. Hotshot finished 6th overall last year, and the Alabama puller is always a force to contend with.
Out of Union Grove, Alabama, running off that right-hand side of the track. Right at the end, a terrific run. He made a smooth pull down the right-hand side.
And Hotshot makes 3. 3 have survived this grueling competition to make it to the very unusual double pull-off. Jim Lyons and Stitches, Mike Stowe in the Georgia Bad Dog, and Richard Whisenant in Hotshot. 3 of the toughest teams in pulling today. We'll be back with a double pull-off after this.
The wait is over. The time.
You don't see this happen very often on the Red Man TNT All-American Pulling Series. A double pull-off. We had 7 in the first round, and out of that 7 trucks, 3 are coming back. Jim Lyons in the Stitches 10-can truck, also the Hotshot truck of Richard Whisenant, and Bad Dog coming up right now. Mike Stowe from Warrenton, Georgia. They've added 4,000 pounds of weight to the sled, and they've moved the weight box up 1 gear. Let's see who finally wins this class.
Jim Lyons is a legend in 4- and 2-wheel drive truck pulling. He's won this class again and again, but tonight he's up against 2 of the best.
From Louisville, Kentucky, in the double pull-off, Jim Lyons STITCHES. You can see the weight box coming up, and they're going to get him stopped this time. Jim Lyons won 93.5 of 4. All right, Jim Lyons, a good run, and it's going to be heavy sledding tonight. This is power at its best, only in America, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see this kind of brute horsepower? 15, 16, 1,700 alcohol supercharged horsepower. Bad Dog, Mike Stowe out of Warrenton, Georgia. He's got to beat the checkered flag to take the lead. Here we go. Come on, Georgia. The Georgia Bad Dog. And there's your new leader. Mike Stowe out of Warrenton, Georgia. And you can see that Hotshot is lining the sled up on the right-hand side of the track. That's where he pulled the first and second time. Evidently, he feels that the track is better on the right-hand side. We're going right down to the nitty-gritty. This is what it's all about. He has to beat the Red Man checkered flag to win this pull, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the 3rd time that they have pulled tonight. These 20 and 25.